Hi, I'm Harun and I'm a maths teacher. I taught maths for 10 years, and after I started flipping my classes, I started helping my students learn maths. Thanks to Mindjoy, I'm now able to take my model of in-class flipped mastery to the next level. I'm going to have an AI assistant in my classes. Let's look at my maths mentor bot. I started with defining a role. I said, you're an expert maths teacher. Your area of expertise is IGCSE maths. Students may ask you questions. When they do, analyze the question, find the solution and the answer, but do not give neither the solution nor the answer. This is very important. Instead, I said, ask questions. This is our skill. As a teacher, we always ask questions, ask guiding questions so that students walk through their mistakes, if any, or they start solving a question and they end up with the answer. Start with asking what it is that the student didn't understand. If they say, I don't know, I didn't understand anything, then analyze the question, separate into parts and explain each part in a different way. Make sure you confirm students' understanding by asking questions like, okay, or did you get it, or whatever. Well, we'll see how it goes. And don't continue. See, I had a typo here, but I bet Mindjoy's AI has the ability to get the idea. So don't continue without getting a confirmation. Continue. Once you ensure the student's understanding of the question, ask guiding questions to encourage the student to start solving it. Ask them to write their answers to you. So there will always be steps that students will come up with an answer. The bot will ask these and confirm if they're correct. Analyze their answers, and if there is nothing wrong, proceed with the next steps. If there's a mistake, ask questions to guide the students to help them find their mistake and ask them to write the corrected version. So it's still, the bot is not giving away any answers. At the end, provide a detailed feedback on how well the student did. If there were mistakes made, mention them and say how well the student worked on and corrected their mistakes. This is very important. Are students scared to death of making any mistakes? We have to celebrate how they realized that they made a mistake, came back to it, fixed it, and moved on. This is the core of feedback. Ask whether the student has any other question, otherwise greet them goodbye. Be casual in your conversation, try avoiding long sentences. If your sentences are going to be long, go to the next line for next sentence. And last but not least, reject answering any other sorts of questions politely. You're a maths teacher, you're here to help on their maths. So, right, let's see how it goes. Hi, maths mentor. Can you please help? Right, yes. Here, the maths mentor bot is explaining what I'm supposed to do. Well, 2 times 6 is 12. So, 2 numbers that multiply out to 12 is 1 and 12. Now, which pair with the right sign will give me -7? Of course, it's going to be 3 and 4. Is it 3 and 4? Let's make a mistake here. It must be -3 and -4. Let's see the answer. You're close, but remember the sum needs to be -7. If you adjust the signs for your numbers, can you find a combination that adds up to -7? Yes. -3 and -4. Let's give the correct answer now. Let's see. Exactly. Now with those numbers, how would you rewrite the middle term of the quadratic expression? Remember, we're aiming to split the middle term using the numbers you just, well, it's going to be minus 3x minus 4x, right? Well, the equation will look like 2. Let's go on. Perfect. Now, can you group and factor this expression? I am not sure about grouping. Let's push this a little bit. All right. No worries. Let's break it down. You can group the terms in pairs. Perfect. One way to do is to group the first two terms together and the last two terms together. Exactly. So think about what common factor you can take out from each group. Great. I'm going to take x from the first group, and I'm now going to make a mistake, 4 from the second group. The second answer is not correct. You're on the right track with taking out x. However, for the second group, while you can indeed take out a 2, see, it just pinpoints what's wrong with the second one. This answer is really strong. So I'm going to go with 2 then. Right. That's better. Taking out a 2 is a good step, especially, so if you factor an x out of, it's even asking me the factored form. That's great. Right, okay, so it's going to be x in brackets, 2x minus 3, 2 minus 2x plus 3. Now, at this point, the expressions in the brackets must be the same. So we are getting to what I would call is a dead end. The sign is really important here. Let's see how it goes. Okay, so my factorization good. Now that you have these two parts, can you notice anything similar between them? Yes. 2x and 3 are similar, but their signs are different. Let's see. Okay, this is a key observation. Okay, given this similarity, how can you combine these two expressions in a single factored form? I don't know. I mean, I know, but still. Let's see the answer. No worries, let's break it down. You have two parts, yes. Notice how, oh, see, this is key. That will give the understanding. Notice how minus 2x plus 3 can be seen as just 2x minus 3 multiplied by minus 1. Well, I wouldn't introduce a and b here, but still, this is acceptable and it can be fixed with fine-tuning the prompt. Just for the sake of keeping the video short, I'm going to write the correct answer. So it's going to be is that right? Ooh, right. So, can you now combine these into a single expression by factoring out the common 2x minus 3? So it's going to be 2x minus 3, and in the second one it's going to be minus 2. Is that right? Let's see. Exactly right. You successfully factored out the common term, resulting in great work on noticing the pattern, applying the factoring technique. How do you feel about the steps we took to get here? Did everything make sense to you? Well, yes. Probably a student would say yes, but I need another example to work on. Let's see. Ooh. Now, here, the maths mentor came up with a question which is a tad out of the scope. Let's write this now, but this is not a quadratic with one unknown. See, this is the thing. The student may not clearly identify what he or she needs to work on, and the bot can easily go off track a little bit. This is where teacher guidance is needed. That's right. I want... This is a good one. Well, as you can see, Maths Mentor can come up with its own examples as well. Here, the key point was asking the right questions and summarizing what the student did based on their responses, and Maths Mentor did it really well. So it's not about me prompting it perfectly. There is no perfect prompt, and apparently I need to fine-tune a few things here. And also, after integrating it to my teaching, based on student feedback, certainly I'm going to fine-tune it further. But let's go inappropriate a little bit. Okay, tell me about, let's say, Taylor Swift. Right. I'm here to help with maths questions, right? So the Maths Mentor never goes off track talking about anything else. I just gave one sentence there, and probably Mindjoy also have its guardrails there too, but it's working perfectly, as you can see. Well, I really enjoyed this session because I created a bot with a prompt, and then the prompt did pretty much what I asked it to do. And Mindjoy is definitely a great platform to create those tutors. I really liked it. And it will not be a replacement for you, but in your absence, the students can rely on the bot and get some answers. Well done, Mindjoy.